Hello and welcome to another update video about VAI. VAI continues to move higher. The forecast remains, as already mentioned in the previous video, for the price to get into this region in circle wave 3. This sort of target range is unchanged, and basically it's calculated based on the 1-2 setup that the chart showed us here, where we had a wave 1 and a wave 2 that bottomed around the 31st of January. And then obviously here the rally to the upside in a third wave. That's the idea at the moment here, based on this wave structure that we are in circle wave 3. The previous, I think the subwave structures have changed compared to the last video. I already updated the chart yesterday for channel members. As a channel member, you have 24/7 access to the live chart, and as a gold member you get also separate notifications if anything on the chart changes, any signals, updates, short-term market updates. There was one yesterday in which I updated the support area to this one here between 18.6 and 26.9 cents, which basically indicated that, okay, we might not see a very deep pullback, might just be shallow, and already today we seem to be on the move. We'll need to see if this is now sustainable, but we had a small breakout of this local consolidation phase here out of this range. And but basically it's looking good for the overall forecast here. It's still a bullish chart that we've been tracking for a while. Remember, we already had this initial 1-2 setup here, which bottomed in October last year. And then based on this now, we could be in the third wave. 1 second. So we had a 1-2, yeah, in the third wave, and within the larger third wave, this here is a wave 1. I always warn people not to really trade for all-time high targets. Altcoins break way too often, and they break often before that. And the truth is, if Bitcoin tops, in the cycle before these altcoins, including VAI, reach their, their full potential or something, they often break because of the correlations in the crypto chart. So we typically focus on level by level on these altcoin charts. But VAI was one of the slower AI coins so far. Was a little later than, for example, FET or EGX, but now it might be catching up a little bit here. We'll see. The idea is now obviously that we push higher. The third of a third wave here, which is this one, should ideally reach the 100% extension level. That level is at 54 cents. Let's see if we get there. 1 second. Yeah, 54 cents. And then we have a wave 4 and then wave 5 of 3. Wave 5 of 3 should minimally reach 80, ideally $1 plus. That's as far as I really want to project it. Anything after that is nice to have, and we'll see if it continues. The third wave is usually the highest probability element of any rally. And the subwave structures look a little bit corrective. So I did also mention it's prone to failure at some point, but as long as the parameters are being respected, which means we're holding above support, we focus on higher, okay? And always bear in mind, pullbacks in bullish markets can be shallow. Also bear in mind that support areas don't need to be reached. They are just support. In a bullish market where there is very bullish sentiment, the pullbacks are naturally less deep. Where in a bearish market, we would, or a not so bullish market, we would possibly max out the support range. In a bullish market, it's less deep. So that's all I can say. Pullbacks are counter trend moves. This one was shallow, but it did hold here the local support range and touched it, actually dipped into it. But overall, the forecast is still for 80 cents plus, ideally $1 plus. And that hasn't changed. Bullish structure against 18.6 cents. Below 18.6, I would need to revisit, reinterpret the chart. Ideally now in this structure, to keep going towards the 54 cent level, which is the next milestone target, the price should ideally hold here the Tuesday low, which is located at 25.5 cents. So ideally we don't even break below that level and keep climbing. It's at the moment forming higher highs, higher lows, which is good. Zooming out a little bit, is there any structural resistance? Well, you can clearly see that as soon as we get here now into this region, well, we've now basically reached this area here between, yeah, you could say 36 to 79 cents, this entire region, there is structural resistance. We can additionally see that by adding the VRVP to the chart, but there isn't much there compared to what was down here. There's much more volume down there. I would need to adjust the VRVP, but there should be a little bit of a spike. Let me just adjust that. Maybe not. If it's not, then it shouldn't really affect. Okay, it just has to do because there is so little volume compared to down there. You know, all the volume is down there on the VRVP. Massive. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be that much. Okay, well, that's maybe why the price isn't really slowing down. That's why we use these indicators. So good. I mean, that indicates we possibly don't need to expect too much choppy price action here in this region. Even though I have to say the 100% extension, as I said, 54 cents, it's typically quite an important level and could really act as resistance. But then if the wave count is correct, it should continue to travel towards 80 cents next. That's my update about VAI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.